It's been so good to see you. I hope you've been enjoying. Oh, you don't look like you feel very good. I know, it's been a long day, and I can understand you just got in from traveling, and that's gonna make you pretty tired, but I was hoping you'd be maybe up for... No, you're not up for going out this evening. That's okay, don't worry. I know how tough traveling can be. But, okay, I'm gonna be honest, but you look like you really aren't feeling well. Are you okay? You're not okay? Okay, what's going on? Okay, so you say your feet and your hands are kind of buzzing. Like they feel kind of like they've got little electric shocks going through them. Like a weird, it's not like having your hands and feet go to sleep, but it's kind of like they're just kind of like they're buzzing, except electric. Yeah, I know that feeling actually. That's a withdrawal feeling, like from meds, right? Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've totally had it happen. I think sometimes people call it the zaps, and just in your limbs, right? And I get it. Hands and feet is where I got it once, pretty frequently, and in your hands and feet too. Okay, just your hands and feet, and it's pretty bad. Okay, yeah, alright. That's pretty common though, with like meds withdrawal. Is that it? That's what's going on? It's bad enough that you feel that bad. Okay, no, you've got the shakes too. I can, now that you mention it, I can kind of see that. You just hold your hand out for a moment. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that you can't really hold your hand steady, can you? No, don't worry. Yeah, I understand it can be really, really, that's really distressing to not be able to control your hand like that. And it's all over your body. You've got shakes all over. Are you okay? You can talk to me about this. I've been on antidepressants. I'm actually on antidepressants right now. And I had to try a bunch of different ones to get to where I am. And I know you and we've talked about mental health before. And I know you've got some stuff that you've been struggling with, and that you've been trying to find a balance, the right things that work for you. And I know you're still in that process. That takes a long time, doesn't it? It really does. You have to do all that work to find the right therapist and the right psychiatrist and the right psychologist, and sometimes even, neurologists. I've never had to talk to a neurologist, but I know some people that's that point, and sometimes it's got things to do with stuff that's not usually thought about as psychology or psychiatry, like hormones, or like your thyroid and all kinds of stuff all working together. It's a pain just a pain to get that all sorted out. And I know we've been talking about how hard it is to have those issues, and to still have to go and find all the right people, and sometimes you have to leave some people because they aren't a good fit, and then you have to find other people. It really is a pain. And I have all the respect in the world for you for really sticking it out and working hard to find the professionals that really can help you the best. But you're in that process, so you've been trying. It sounds like, are you on a medication that you're happy with? Just one? Or have you been switching recently? Okay, yeah, I know that one. It didn't work for me. And I know it can have some pretty severe withdrawal effects. But it's been working for you. Okay, so it's been working for you. Then you know what? Even if it has severe withdrawal effects, if you feel like it's been working, then that's worth sticking with for a while, at least, until you figure out if the balance between the withdrawal effects and the benefits works for you. And you try trust your psychiatrist and your therapy, generally your care team, to steer you right with the drugs and help you work with them? You do? Wow, that's you can't overestimate how much a gift that is. It really, really is. So stick with them, yeah. I'm glad you found them. So you're taking this particular drug, and it looks like you've got withdrawal effects. So you've got the shakes, and that's gonna make it hard to do anything. And you've got the zaps, the hand zaps and the feet zaps. Anything else? Oh, you feel like you want to cry? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I know. When you've just got those zaps, and you've got the shakes, and sometimes, I don't know about you, but is it? You have to tell me if this is what's going on right now. But I've had the shakes where it almost feels like it kind of feels like it's inside your body as well as just outside, almost like your brain. I don't know how to describe this. Kind of like your brain shaking, like it's not quite. I don't know, not quite. You can't quite focus, and it feels weird. That's a terrible description, but it kind of goes with the shakes. Do you have that weird feeling? I mean, anything like that, or your own description of it? Just, tell me if you've got something like that going on. Okay, so the shakes you've kind of got them all through you. Yeah, that makes it hard to talk. It makes it, you feel like you're having a little bit of a hard time talking. Just putting the words together. It's kind of distressing to try to make the effort. Yeah, and that's why you feel like crying, right? Because it's just so overwhelming right now. Like you've got everything kind of unstable and raw feeling, right? Yeah. Well, you can cry. It's okay. I know you might need to cry for a while, and it might not make any sense. But it's okay. Okay. If you need to start crying anytime, if you just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Just let it go. Because I always feel better once I've cried. And I know particularly right now, you probably don't have much control over how you feel. And just those endorphins you get when you cry is going to be such a relief. And don't worry, I won't try to comfort, I won't tell you to stop crying, or I won't ask you, beyond asking you like I'm doing right now, I won't ask you what's wrong emotionally, because I know right now, emotionally, you couldn't tell me quite what's wrong. It's the physical stuff and the withdrawal effects. Yeah, I know how frustrating it is, Have you ever just been so overwhelmed, even when you're not withdrawing, that you wanted to cry in public, just to cry? And, you have to deal with the fact that if you do start crying, people will think it's weird, and they'll ask you, why are you crying? And they'll ask you what's wrong, and they'll try to hug you, and they won't let you really have space. And it's so frustrating because you just want to cry. You just kind of want to get the relief that comes from crying and get it out there and get through it. And then you'll be fine, usually. I'm usually fine after I cry. It helps a lot. But there's just no way to do it in public and not have people think you're weird or try to help you. And I really appreciate that, but sometimes you just want to cry. Yeah, you've been there, huh? In the airport on the way here. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's so, airports are so overwhelming. Which one were you in? Belgium. Yeah, I don't remember. I was only in the airport, I think, in Belgium once. I think it was Belgium. And they kept changing the gates around, right? Did they do that to you? They did. just stressed. I'm just really stressed. But I'll be okay. It's okay. So you didn't actually cry? Oh man, though, I wouldn't have blamed you if you cried. Airports are just so busy. And they're so disorganized. And everybody's stressed. I feel like the staff is stressed. Everyone's stressed. But yeah, again, if you want to cry, honestly, if any time in this visit you want to cry, you just cry, okay? Just let me know, and I will let you cry. I will come home if you need to come home to cry, or if we're out in public and you just need a moment, I'll make sure nobody bothers you, just so you can cry. Because I know this is is this your first trip overseas? Okay, so yeah, first trip overseas, I swear it's going to be overwhelming. And nobody here speaks English, really. Well, I mean, everybody speaks English, and they'll try to practice by speaking English too, so don't worry about them not speaking English. But, as you walk around, you're not going to hear a lot of English, and that can be a little overwhelming. I like it. I find it very comforting to hear other languages, but I know it's not like that for everybody. Sounds are all different, smells are all different, it's all different. I think you'll like it. This town is a lot less crazy, busy, and stressful to me than a lot of the cities where you come from, I think, the ones I visited. But, yeah, if you need to cry at any time, right now, or any other time, just let me know. So you've got the zaps, you've got the shakes, and you've got... You want to cry? You gonna cry? Okay, go ahead. Oh, sweetie, I know. It's so rough. It's so hard. There's nothing you can do about withdrawal, is there? No. It's just gonna happen for a while. So what else? Okay, you lost a bit of time. Okay, that's pretty bad. Oh wait, no, that sounded bad. Don't worry. I just mean, it's a pretty severe withdrawal side effect. It means you've been going for a while without drugs. So after you left the table earlier and came in here, you say you don't remember how you got from the table to here, right? You were just here. So that little bit of time between, it just faded out, right? It's disappeared. Oh, no wonder you're crying. Oh, come on. Don't worry about it. No, it's okay. Don't worry. You can cry. Can I touch you? Can I hold your hand? Okay. I'm just gonna hold your hand, and I'm just gonna squeeze your hand, okay? I'm just gonna squeeze it, because I know that feels good, right? Just that pressure, that feels good. Whenever I start to lose, I've had a few points where I've disassociated and lost time, and whenever that happens, it can be really comforting to just have that pressure. Okay, so let me hold your hand. Let me just squeeze your hand here as hard as I can. So let me just squeeze your hand here as hard as I can. Okay? Is it better if I do it, just squeeze, consistently? Or if I do this, where I, let go and squeeze again like this, in pulses? You like the pulses? Okay, I'll do that. I like that too. It feels really reassuring. So I'll just keep squeezing your hand here, alright? And as I do this, you tell me about that. Anything else I need to know about that little time loss? Was it like you were disassociating, or did you just completely lose the time, like blackouty? So it was a blackout kind of thing? And it hasn't happened since, right? Okay, good. I'm glad it's just the once. Now, so that all sounds pretty severe. I'm not worried said you've been taking this medication for a little bit, right? And you're used to taking it by this point. So you have a steady regimen, and you have like a pill box and everything. So you remember to take your meds. It took a while to get that straight. Yeah, it does. I still forget my meds occasionally. Like, if I don't make the point of putting them in my pill box, sometimes I forget to take them. But the ones I'm on, they don't have fast withdrawal effects, so I'm okay for a day or two. That's part of why I'm on these particular ones, because the ones with fast withdrawal effects, that fast half-life, where they leave your body so fast, I didn't get any benefits from them really that made up for that fast withdrawal effect. But okay, so you took your meds. When did you take them last? Okay, last night. So you just got in this morning here. And you took your meds last night, and that's when you're supposed to take them. Okay. And it's been a while since then, and we had, I know what did it. I got it. Time change, right? Time zones. Yeah, they'll get you. This is your first time overseas, and your first time with that big time zone change, right? Yeah, okay. So what's going on is that your body doesn't know we did that big time zone thing, because we're not great to when you would usually take your meds, except, the time, a lot more time has actually passed since you last took your meds than would have passed if you just stayed in your own time zone. So yeah, no wonder you're withdrawing. Yeah, oh no. Okay, don't feel silly about it. Really don't. Nobody prepares you for stuff like that. Nobody says, and I mean, my professionals didn't, my medical professionals, nobody I knew told me when I first started traveling that I needed to have like an international set of clocks, like different clocks, and that I needed to take my meds at whatever time would be the right time in where I usually lived. Like, I needed to take them. I needed to not take them in terms of like, oh, it's 8 o'clock again, I need to take them, because 8 o'clock wherever I am at the time might not be what my usual 8 o'clock is. I needed to have a clock that told me, oh, it's been 8 hours since you last took them. Now it's time to take them, no matter what time it is. Yeah, well, I know. Nobody tells you. And you think, oh, well, of course I would think of that, but you only think of it after you've gotten like to where you are right now, where you're like, oh, you're sitting there and your hands are shaking and your feet are zapping and you don't know how you got where you are and you just want to cry. Yeah, and you got the balance thing too. That's why you're sitting down here. That thing, I hate that, where you can't even really balance, right? That's, I've had people laugh at me when I've got that. That was really bad. I had withdrawal really bad once, and I couldn't walk straight, so I walked into a wall, and people just laughed at me, even though they knew it was a med withdrawal effect. I didn't like that at all. I just needed help, and, it's not funny. So it's this one. This one. It looks like it's been around a lot. Oh, you've done some traveling at home, like day trips and things, and you always take it with you. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, look at this. It's got this. It's got these. Looks like water a little bit on the leather, and like where you've set it down in the same place a lot. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice bag. It's all leather, right? Yeah. Which is it? Is it like, oh, it's LL Bean. Yeah, there's stuff, if you get it, the right stuff, it really holds up. I don't really like carrying bags myself, but, you know, sometimes you have to. I tend to forget them. Isn't that awful? It looks like you don't forget them because it looks like this one has been a lot of places. How long have you had it? 10 years. You have a better memory than I do. Okay, let's take a look. You said it's in the main, your pills are in the main compartment, right? Okay, you really keep a clean bag, like there's not a lot of junk in here. You know, my bag I wouldn't be able to see anything. It'd be entirely filled with receipts and books and stuff I forgot. But, okay, I don't see, like, a pill bottle. Oh, okay, so this isn't your main supply. This is like your pill case you carry with you. Well, that's a good idea, to just carry your drugs with you. Your drugs. Carry your meds with you, so you have that emergency, just one set of what you need in here. And you you've got your pill bottles in your luggage. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And that's really good if you're traveling, yeah, to have those emergency pills there. So you say they're in this little bag. Okay. Oh man, this is the cutest bag. This is so cute. This little bag. So do you use it as just for your pill case, or what else do you put in here? You said sometimes it's a pencil case. You have pencils and pills in here. Okay. I guess they both start with P. Well, no pencils right now. You took those out for traveling. Okay. Well, it's really cute. I like are these mercats? They're cats with fishtails. They're so cute. It's handmade, you said. And you'll have to tell me who made it. Super cute. Looks nicely made, too. Alright. Okay, I see it. I got it. I got your pill case. Here, let me just zip these things back up and put them away. Alright, I'm putting the little bag back in your big bag, and I'll put them back just to the side here, okay? Alright, so this is your pill case. Well, that's cute too. You just have all kinds of cute things. I hope you don't mind me calling them cute, do you? I know some people are sensitive about their things, and they don't like it if something's cute. But I always think cute's, it's a good thing. Except when people call me cute. Do you like that? No, I don't like that either. It always makes me feel like I'm a baby, like a little kid. I don't really want to be cute. But some people do. So this is your pill case. What's that? Oh, it's got a little is that like it's kind of an awkward thing to bring up. And people don't really like to hear about it sometimes. But yeah. So now I know. Okay, so these are the things you take. Alright. Well, I'm gonna give this to you. I'm gonna latch it back. I won't latch it back up. Here. I'm gonna hand it to you. And you just take that. And take the ones you need to take now. Take the ones you would have usually taken a little later. Alright? And we'll get you back on schedule. So just take them right now. Okay. Oh wait, sorry. Do you take them dry? I got to the point where I could just swallow any pills dry because I take them every day, but... Oh, okay. Okay, so you need something. Well, I've got some water that I just boiled up. I was making tea. I like herbal tea in the evening. Do you like that? You're not really a tea fan. It's what I've got. Is it okay? I know you're not feeling good and it's hot. I like hot drinks. Okay. The water is cooled a little bit, so it won't be super hot, but it should still get a good. Yeah, it'll taste like tea. It'll do. Thanks. Maybe tomorrow we can go out and get something hot that you like better. Hot chocolate? Well, there's good hot chocolate in this country. I tell you what. We'll go out and we'll have some, and then we'll find some to bring home, okay? Some powder, and we'll get some milk. That sounds good. Alright, but for now we're gonna do tea. Let me just pour you some. Do you like the mug? This mug I got it when I visited Baltimore. It's got, you see the grab on it and the skyline. Yeah, it's the Baltimore skyline. It's got I think that's the National Aquarium, and there's I think it's a World Trade Center, like not that World Trade Center, but there are like other World Trade Centers. It's always confused me, but there's like this tower on the waterfront. I think that's there, the aquarium and the World Trade Center. I guess I'm probably supposed to know what that other building is too, but I don't. Well, he's got a crab, because Maryland is, and especially Baltimore, obsessed with crabs. They're like their mascot. So that's the Inner Harbor. It's this part of Baltimore where they really worked hard to do like urban renewal, I think, to make the waterfront snazzy and bring in tourists. Because Baltimore had it was pretty rough. I think it still is in a lot of places. But that's American cities for you, isn't it? I did enjoy visiting. But I bought it because it's like, you can see it's blue and purple and pink. It's glazed in those colors. And I'm absolutely certain it's not intentional, but it looks so much like it's a bi pride mug. Because I mean, do you consider yourself bi or pan? Well, okay, yeah. Well, you're younger than me, and like when I came out, pan wasn't really a thing. Pansexual was just starting to be a thing. So bi was kind of your option. You didn't really have pan as an option, so I kind of identify still as bi. Although technically I'm probably more pan. But I thought it was hilarious that this little tourist mug that's in all the shops there, like it's really a generic tourist mug, is blue, purple, and pink. Like it's like by Maryland, by Baltimore. I love it. It's also really happy too, like they're really bright. So here you go. Like you said, it's a little hot. The water has cooled down a bit though. So if you give it, you can drink right now. It won't taste much like tea yet. But drink and then take your pill with that. And then if you give it time, you can just hold on to it and it should feel good, like warm. it's herbal, so it won't make you anxious. It doesn't have caffeine. That would be bad right now. And it's too late for caffeine anyway. But it's got, I know it's honey, and I think chamomile, and a few other things. But it really just tastes kind of pleasant and a little bit sweet. So you might like it. And if you want, I can get some honey to put in it too. Just, try it first. But go ahead and take your meds first. There you go. Now, if I remember right, that drug works pretty fast, right? You get withdrawal fast, but you also, it takes effect really fast, right? Yeah, that's your experience too. So give it about 30 minutes, an hour. I bet you start feeling better already. Yeah, I hope so, yep. And if you don't, we'll find, I know you're not at home, and you're probably worried about whether we could get you help medically, but we'll make that work if you need help. And if it doesn't seem to get better, we'll find help. It'll be okay. But I bet you it clears right up now that you've taken your meds. I'm gonna make myself, I have tea. I'm gonna have some too, okay? I'm just gonna sit here the whole time, and I'll be right here with you, okay? Because I know it's scary. You don't know, especially since you said you lost some time, and that shaking feeling, and being kind of disoriented. You feel like maybe you might get up and walk and not know where you are. I don't think you will. I think it's okay. I think that if you need to get up, just tell me, okay? But I'm gonna stay with you until you feel like your symptoms have gone down. I'm gonna be right here. Right here. Let me see, what else could I do to make you feel better while we wait for that to take effect? Oh, I know. Hey, look what I got. I've got this guy right here. Can you hear him? All that fuzz. It's kind of like playing guitar when you rub a stuffed animal with this much fuzz. Air guitar, air dog. But yeah, isn't he big? This big black dog with a white chest. He's like a big black, kind of like a big fuzzy Labrador. What is that? There is a kind of dog that's like a Labrador that is kind of shaggy. I think like it's a water dog of some point. It's not the kind of dog Obama had. Barack Obama, but yeah, I know. It's a cute dog, but it's not that kind of dog. But like there's a kind of black labby thing that's like made to be a hunting dog like labs are, but even more in the water. And it has like longer, wavy black fur, and that's what this one reminds me of. Yeah, he's so big, isn't he? He's like, how big is that? Maybe, is he like 2 feet tall? Yeah, he's at least maybe 2.5 feet tall, and he's big and long. He's one of my biggest stuffed animals. Like, I got rid of a lot of my stuffed animals, but this one I kept because he is so big. He's like, if I put him down on the floor, my cats freak out because he looks big enough. They think he's a small dog, a real animal. But he's really good for like squeezing because he's so big and so soft. So do you want to squeeze him? Huh? Look at his nose. It's his nose. It's like leather. He's a nice stuffed animal. And his eyes, he's got these big brown button eyes here. It would feel bad if somebody tapped your real eyes. But he's not real, so he can deal with it. And the floppy ears. Yeah, he feels really good. Do you want him? Just hold on. Yeah, that way you can have something to squeeze. And that should feel good. Just squeeze. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna give him to you right now. There you go. Just hold on to him. Just hold on. And I know you've got a pillow already there, but do you want a blanket? I have all these blankets. I keep Afghans all around my house. I try to make sure they're all really soft. I'll warn you, they're probably covered in cat hair. But, that's true of everything in my house, unless I vacuumed within the last 10 minutes. That's what happens when all of you have long hair, and everything in your house also has long hair. So it does have cat hair, but it's really comfortable. It's kind of ugly. I'm sorry, this is one of my ugly ones. Like, it's comfortable, but it's ugly. It looks like split pea soup. Like fuzzy split pea soup. That's not an appealing idea, is it? But, it's still really soft. And it's not so warm. It's uncomfortable. So, here you go. Want me to just put that over you? I can do that. I can just drape this right over you and the dog. Do you want me to put it over your head? No, I'm not. I'm kind of being goofy, but sometimes it's nice to just be in a cocoon. If you want to be able to not see anything, especially since you've got the shakes and stuff, it might be a little nice to have just a dark cocoon. So here you go. Here you go. So there you go. So you got your blanket, and you've got my dog, and you've got tea. Do you have your tea in there? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Well, don't try not to dip it over, but if you do dip it over while you're just chilling there, we'll figure it out. That's the least important thing right now, is whether my couch gets tea on it. So, we've got the tea and a dog and a blanket, and you've taken your meds, so you're gonna feel better soon. And we know what to do so this won't happen again. What we're gonna set a timer while you're here, and we're gonna make sure that you take your meds whenever that timer goes, right? So now you're gonna be on target. So I guess you'll take them tomorrow evening just like you would normally, but you're gonna have to be careful when you go back home and work that transition out there, right? You'll be careful when you get back there. Yeah. And let your psychiatrist know that you had this happen, right? Yeah, if you trust your psychiatrist and you want to tell him everything, yeah, it helps him out. So you'll tell him. Good, okay. And you'll tell him that when you get over here, you accidentally, because of time zones, let yourself get way overdue for getting your meds. And then you had these really severe withdrawal effects, right? And you'll ask them for advice on how to handle that, if that happens in the future when you're traveling, right? Good, okay. Because I know it's tough. You want to travel. You want to do stuff normally, but you don't want to get stuck somewhere without any people you trust having withdrawal symptoms, right? Right. I'm glad I was here. I think you would have eventually have gotten your meds. But I'm glad I was here to help. It's so hard. I know. You're thinking, what if I'd been in a hostel and I was just sitting in my bunk, crying and shaking, and nobody knew what was wrong, and my meds were locked in my locker. You did the right thing, though. You've got your bag, and your bag has your little pill case. And, if you went to a hostel, you just make sure that instead of locking up your bag, maybe you had your pill case in a pocket or something, and that was always on you, so you'd always have them. And maybe you have a little medical alert thing on you somewhere, like one of those bracelets that let people know what you needed, right? Yeah, I know it's kind of embarrassing and a pain to think about needing one, but it might not be a bad idea in future. Yeah, because there's no reason to stop yourself from traveling. Don't let that hold you back. But yeah. So, I think you're gonna be good, right? Do you feel like you're gonna be good? Yeah, you don't feel good right now, I know. Yeah, like I said, you wanna cry, you can cry. If you need me to scoot like around the corner so you can cry and not have somebody like staring at you, I can do that too. I'm not gonna leave you. No, I'm not gonna leave the apartment. I'm not gonna leave. I might go to the bathroom or something like that, but I'm not gonna leave the apartment or let you feel like there's not somebody with you until you feel 100% like you got these withdrawal symptoms they've all gone away, they've all receded. So I'll just be here, and you and your little dog, your little dog too, and then my stuffed dog, and the blanket, and your tea, we can all be here. And if you need anything to eat, I can get that for you later. And we'll just take tomorrow easy. We'll see what we gotta do. We'll get some hot chocolate. We'll make sure we know when you need to take your meds next. And we'll just make it an easy day, okay? Yeah, I don't have any plans, no plans. I'm really glad you're here to visit, and we're just gonna go as we roll. Nope, I'm not disappointed at all. There are no big plans tomorrow. I had nothing that I really wanted to do. I just wanted to hang out with you. So we'll hang out however feels good to you. Even if it's just sitting here in the apartment, like getting food and bringing it back here until you feel better. I think you'll feel better quicker than that because it's such a fast-acting drug. But, you never know. And if we do go out and do something and suddenly it gets overwhelming and you feel bad, just let me know that too. Like I said, if you just need to cry, if you just feel overwhelmed, whatever, we'll come right back here. We'll get something good to eat and we'll bring it right back here. And we'll just sit and we'll watch, maybe we'll watch television or play. We can watch some bad crime shows. Yeah. They're fabulous. They are fabulous. I don't know why this country likes crime shows so much, but boy, it does. And there's some really funny ones actually. So we can watch bad crime shows, or we can read, or I can read German too. That's kind of fun. I always like an excuse to do that. We can, what else could we do? I've got some board games. They're great. I have some, and I don't usually have people to play them with. I don't usually break out my video game system. It's really old. But if I've got some multiplayer games, we can play those. Whatever you want. We can just, look at the cats. They like that. They like being looked at. Pet them. And tell them they're cute. They would appreciate that. But, we can do chill stuff. We can do not chill stuff. Whatever works. But for now, you just sit there and if you need to cry, you cry. And if you need to go to sleep, just warn me so I can take your tea away first, okay? Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad you're here. And yeah, we're gonna get through this withdrawal stuff. And you'll be back in your feet. And when you go home, you can plan for this for your next trip, and you'll know. And from there, it's gonna be great. You're gonna travel all over because you're not gonna let this hold you back. Nah. And yeah, it's gonna be a little stressful as a memory, but you're safe. You're safe right here, and we're gonna work through it. It won't take long. So there. I'm really glad you're here. You go to sleep.